Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mastergeko4. Today in this episode I'm going to be doing a retro review of the Macintosh Classic from 1991. The Macintosh Classic is a personal computer manufactured by Apple Inc. Introduced on October 15, 1990, it was the first Apple Macintosh to sell for less than $1,000. Production of the Classic was promoted by the success of the Macintosh Plus and the Macintosh SE. The system specifications of the Classic were very similar to its preceders, with the same 9-inch monochrome CRT display, 512 by 342 pixel resolution, and 4 megabyte memory limit of the older Macintosh computers. Apple's decision to not update the Classic with newer technology, such as the 68,000 CPU higher RAM capacity or color display, ensured compatibility with the Macs by then healthy software base as well as enabled to fit the lower price Apple intended for it. Nevertheless, the Classic featured several improvements over the aging Macintosh Plus, which it replaced as Apple's new low-end Mac computer. It was up to 25% faster than the Plus and included an Apple SuperDrive 3.5-inch 9cm floppy disk drive as standard. So, now I'm going to do a quick startup and demonstration of the. Now I'm going to do a quick startup and demonstration of the computer's software. Now it's booted, now I can show you the software. So now that the computer is started, I can now demonstrate the amazingness of the Macintosh Classic. Now, starting with the Finder. So this computer uses system 6.0.7, Finder 6.1.7, made by all these beautiful people. Anyway, so it has some software downloaded, which is what I'm going to be demonstrating the old Macintosh games I have downloaded. Now, there are a bunch of different things that you can try. I'm going to show you the control panel, because you can change like the desktop photo and stuff. Here's the control panel, basic. I also have this thing called Pyro installed, which is like a cool screensaver thing. But when I bought my After Dark screensaver floppy disks, it wasn't compatible because it couldn't read it, because I'm pretty sure it's the older disk. Anyway, that's that. I also have like some other applications like MacDraw and MacPaint, which you could like draw and write stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna demonstrate that because it's boring. But I am gonna demonstrate. I am gonna demonstrate Tetris, if I can find it. Yeah, so I'm going to demonstrate to you Tetris in a little while, but I need to. Alright, now I'm going to demonstrate a game of Tetris. So now I can demonstrate the game Tetris to you. I'm not going to demonstrate that much, because later I'm going to be doing a review on Tetris, and I'm going to make a whole video on it, so I'm not going to demonstrate too much. So there's no music on this computer because it's not powerful enough, which most people complained about. But if Apple wanted to make a computer less than $1,000, they had to make it like this. So yeah. So we're gonna start with level 1. By the way, Tetris is my all-time favorite game. So the controls on this game is to push spacebar to drop the blocks, like this. You need to push L to move them like this, J to move them like this, and K to rotate the pieces. It's a very, very simple game. There's also a version on the Game Boy, but and I will do a review on the Game Boy. Just leave a comment down below if I should make a review on the Game Boy or the iMac G3 from 1999. Yeah, and I'm also going to pretty soon make a Tetris a review of Tetris and like a whole history video and stuff. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, this is Tetris, very simple. Yeah, that's all that I'm gonna be doing with this. So Tetris is available on this computer, but it's really hard to find. And I'm also going to be doing a separate video on Pyro, that screensaver I've already downloaded. And just so you know, screensavers are very good for your computer, but I'll talk about that later. So, let's see, let's play another game. Let's play Brickles. Very simple game. You probably don't know it, but once you see me play it, you'll think, oh, that's very familiar. Anyway. So this is Brickles. I might make a video on this, but it's a very simple game. Doesn't really need much explanation. You just move this little pad with the mouse, and then you have to like pop all the bricks, and then you move up levels and get different points when you pop each brick. This is just a simple version of it. Yeah, not too much to see here. Different lives, and yeah. Also, I will be I don't have too many games on this computer. I do have games like Mac Football that are very simple. It's not that interesting, but it was a hit when some of my friends came over and played it. It was a pretty big hit. But yeah, so yeah, this is Brickles. Very simple game. You have about 6 lives. I am pretty good at this game as well, but I'm just losing on purpose. So yeah. Alright, so that's Brickles. Quit that. And then let me see. I have a few other games, but they don't stuff like Webster's Revenge is not what you think it is, and a few of my games don't work because they're missing files and stuff, and I need to like put floppy disks. So yeah, I'm gonna shut down the computer now. Sorry about that. That was just a distraction. Anyway, so now I'm going to shut down the computer, and now I'm going to show you some like the case and stuff.
My mind is growing.
Something it does for some reason. There you go. Alright, so now I'm going to show you what the outside of the case looks like. So this is the Macintosh just by itself. And it uses the standard Apple desktop bus keyboard and mouse, the ADB mouse, and then also uses the standard ADB Apple desktop bus keyboard. This big button up here, this is a reset button, but it's not compatible with the Classic. And also, strangely, this keyboard cable, you can take off the keyboard, so it looks like it's wireless, but it's not. It's the keyboard cable. It looks like a phone cord, except it's not. It was based on the original design of the original Macintosh 128K. So, here's the front. This is the Macintosh Classic label. This is very snazzy, very nice looking right there. The rainbow Apple logo. Then this is the 800K floppy drive, which was compatible with lots of floppy disks in its day. This is the standard 9-inch black and white display. It's black and white, monochrome, I guess. That's how some people call it. And this is really cool. It's like under here, under the label, there's like this little slit. They're like these different cooling vents. And yeah, that's the front. I'm going to move to the side. This is the side, not that interesting. This here down here is the cooling vent, which was really useful in these Macintosh models. Next here are these two buttons, which are one of them is a reset button, which will reset your computer if there's like something wrong with the software or something. You can't act at and it's all frozen or something. And I don't know what that other button is, but I wouldn't press it. And I really like, because at the time this standed out. It was like this little slit, and then the screen was up there, and it also had that cool line on the front, which I really like too. And yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the back, the ports and stuff. So this is the back of the computer. This here is the label, Macintosh Classic. This was, I think, the first ever Macintosh model to have the label printed onto the actual case. This is the barcode, and with the serial number. This is the another cooling vent, which is where the cooling fan is. This here is a power supply port, which is a port to plug in a cord, and an on and off switch. It's really nice to push. Up here is this case, and if you take it off, you can like adjust the screen brightness and focus and stuff. But you could already do that in the settings. Here are all the ports. This port is for the keyboard and mouse to connect. This port is for the external floppy drive. This port here is for an external hard drive or modem. No, this is just for an external hard drive for like more RAM and storage. This here is a printer port, modem port, and audio output. So that's the back. Also, the back has this nice little carrying handle. Very useful. It's also got these little vents in it. Now we're going to move to the other side. So this is the other side. Really not that special. All there is just this little vent. Yeah, that about covers all that. Guess we can move to the top or something. So this is the top. Top is really not that special. It does have that handle, as I said, and these cool line designs. And now I'm going to move to the bottom. And most people don't do the bottom, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Oh, technical difficulties. Sorry about that. That was just some technical difficulties. The billboard fell down onto the computer, and my lava lamp, yeah, it like fell apart, but I was able to fix it, and yeah. Anyway, I am going to get it mounted to the wall, so I won't have to worry about that again, but just for now, I'm just going to take it away. This is the bottom. It's just a bunch of vents and 4 rubber feet. That's really all. And those vents up here, these vents up here, these were the vents I was talking about under that crack, that slit I told you about. And yeah, that's the bottom. And yeah, so that's the bottom. So that pretty much finishes our tour of my review of the Macintosh Classic. Is it obsolete? Well, honestly, any normal person would say yes, this thing is obsolete, far beyond obsolete. But I will be making another video on its another video for this computer, and we're gonna see if it's obsolete by running it through a bunch of tests. Anyway, so that's the video, and I'll see you next video.